Hey, boys and girls, we are going to talk about dividing mixed numbers. And this is the last thing on dividing fractions that we're going to talk about. So, yay. All right. We know how to divide fractions. So I'm just going to jump right in and start doing the actual division. I'm going to show you four different examples. Excuse me. I'm going to show you a whole number and a mixed number. I'm going to show you a fraction and a mixed number. Well, let's say a whole number and a mixed number and whole number, a fraction and a mixed number, and then just two mixed numbers. All right. And that should pretty much cover any scenario that you may come across. Okay. So let's start with the first one, which is 4 divided by 2 3/4. Okay. So the first thing we have to do when we're dividing a mixed number is take this mixed number, all right, take this mixed number and turn it into a improper fraction. Okay, and I've taught you how to do that. We follow this little clockwise motion here, and we multiply the 4 and the 2, and then we add the 3. Okay, so let's go back to this problem here and have our mixed number. So 4 times 2 is 8, plus 3 is 11 over, and we keep the same denominator, so 11/4. That is my division problem. So now this is not anything different that you've seen in the past. We can go ahead and divide. So we follow the rule, keep, change, and flip. All right, that means we're keeping the first fraction, we're changing the operation, and we're flipping the second fraction. When I say flip, I mean we use the reciprocal. All right, using the reciprocal of the second fraction. All right, so let's get after it. So the first thing I have to do is turn this 4 into a fraction by putting it over a 1. That's my keep part. I'm keeping it. Then I'm going to change to a multiplication problem. Then I'm going to flip the second fraction. So it's going to be 4 over 11. All right. Now it's a regular multiplication problem. All I have to do is multiply. First, I want to see if I can simplify anything. I can't simplify the 4 over 1. I can't simplify the 4 over 11. I can't simplify the 4 over 11 here, and I can't simplify the 4 with the 1 out there. So there's not much I can do. I have 16 over 11, all right, because I multiplied 4 times 4, and I multiplied 1 times 11. I got 16 over 11. Top number is bigger than the bottom number, so I have to turn it into a mixed number answer. All right, 11 will go into 16 only one time. If I subtract 11 from 16, that leaves me 5. So my answer is 1 5/11, and that is the correct answer. So keep that in mind. Let me see if I can erase this, and we'll move on to the next one. Oh, goody, goody. I can. I like being able to erase. All right, next problem. Mixed number and a whole number. So I got 3 7/8 divided by 4. Another 4. All right. So first thing I have to do, mentioned this already, I have to turn this mixed number into a improper fraction. So I multiply the 3 times the 8, I get 24, and I add 7. 3 times 24 plus 7 is 31 over 8. All right. And that's going to be divided by 4. Now, as you get proficient in this, you'll be able to do a lot of these steps in one move, but I encourage you not to do that right now, and then write out each one of the steps. That way you know for sure you're not skipping anything. All right, so now I'm moving on to the keep, change, flip part. I keep this first fraction, 31 over 8. I change to a multiplication problem, and I flip this fraction. Well, I mean, this is not a fraction, not written like that, but it will be 4 over 1. So the reciprocal is going to be 1 over 4. All right. Wow, I picked some crappy fractions because I can't simplify inside here. All right. I can't simplify the 31 and the 8. I can't simplify the 1 and the 4. I can't simplify the 31 and the 4. And I can't simplify the 8 and the 1. So I just got to stick with these numbers as they are. 31 times 1 is 31. 8 times 4 is 32. And quite frankly, that's it. I don't have to do anything else because those are not 31's prime. That's not going to simplify. All right. So that number is done. And let's not erase that. How about that? Next one. How about a fraction and a mixed number? So I have 1/2 divided by 1 1/3. All right. Once again, first thing I need to do is take this mixed number, turn it into an improper fraction. All right. So I'm going to have, let's back up here. Back up and say 1/2 divided by, and then they say 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. So I'm going to have 4 over 3. All right. That's my division problem. Now I need to start following KCF, which is keep, change, flip. I keep the first fraction 1/2. I change to a multiplication problem, and I flip the second fraction. Once again, looking at it, doesn't appear that I can simplify with anything, so I multiply 1 times 3 and 2 times 4, and that is my final answer of 3/8. Okay, not much to that. Last example, and I'll let you guys go, is a mixed number divided by another mixed number. Okay, so this is just double trouble. You got two mixed numbers. You got to take them both, turn them into improper fractions. So that's the first step. All right, so that's what we're going to do first. Let's say 2 times 7 is 14. Let me get this into pencil mode. 2 times 7 is 14. Plus 2 is 16. So I have 16 over 7 divided by 1 times 3 is 3. Plus 2 is 5. And that gives me 5 over 3. Now, this is where I just do my magic. Keep the first fraction, 16 over 7. Change to a multiplication problem. Flip the second fraction. Check to see if I can simplify. Dadgum, not a single one of these things simplified. All right, 16 times 3 is 48. 7 times 5 is 35. My top number is bigger than my bottom number, but it's not that much bigger, so I know if I divide this, I'm going to get 1. I just got to figure out how much more. So I subtract 48 I'm subtracting 35 from 48. That's 3, that's 13. 13 over 35, and we know that's not simplified because 13 is prime. All right, so those are 4 quick, I know, well, not real quick because it's recording, but 4 quick examples of how to divide mixed numbers. All right, remember that you have to turn that mixed number into an improper fraction and then follow this fantastical keep, change, flip program here. If you can remember that, KCF, you will be unstoppable.